Hi, my name's Charlie Turnbull. This is Deli Shops Discovers. This is the Taiwanese Food Expo, the best way to discover what's going on the other side of the planet right now. So we have the most fantastic eBay who's come over here to explain the art of brown sugar. eBay, lovely to meet you.
Hi, Charlie. Lovely to meet you too.
So you representing Brown Sugar Best Select, the UK brand. So tell us about the company, tell us about the product.
Okay, we have the two main products of our company. The one is the brown sugar powder, and the other is the brown sugar molasses. And both of them are 250 grams.
Okay, so now you've explained to me before we started that brown sugar is it is the highest form of sugar in Taiwan. You use it extensively in your cooking of savories and also of sweets. So tell us a little about the history of brown sugar in Taiwan, where it's coming from, what makes it so special, what is the art?
The name of our brand is Heitang Dao, and Heitang means brown sugar, and Dao means a kind of art, just like the judo and taekwondo. So making the brown sugar is just like an art for us. And our English logos, BS stands for brown sugar and best select.
Yes, it's awesome. And so you draw your cane sugar in your cane from Thailand?
Thailand, is that right? Yes.
Tell us a bit about the processing in Taiwan.
The processing, we assist to crush the brown sugar by hand, which is makes the brown sugar's form more stable.
Okay. So a manual process gives it better structure, is what you're saying?
Yes.
And it's a 400-year-old specialty. This is Taiwanese to its roots here.
Yes, it's over 400 years. It's a kind of traditional ingredients in Taiwan. So we want to express this to not only in Taiwan but also outside the whole world.
Yeah, I can see it's like a best kept secret, a sweet little secret. Okay, let's have a look at the product. Let's start with, what did you call these? You didn't say granules, you called them a powder or something.
Yes, it's a brown sugar powder.
Brown sugar powder. So
maybe I can taste it with you.
Yeah, go for it.
Let us together. There are three main steps of tasting the brown sugar. The first is you have to smell it. Yes, cheers. The great quality of brown sugar should not be spoiled or sour. And step two is you have to observing the color and the form of the brown sugar. And last but not least is, of course, you have to taste it.
So before we get to tasting, tell me about the color and the form. What should I be looking for?
It should be brown, and the form is just it's if it's high quality, is more like the rocks, not the powder. The powder is we made it from the rocks.
Okay.
Yes.
So the more sort of haphazard, or to be honest, it looks a bit like sort of an asteroid shape, or like moon rocks.
Yes.
Okay. So now getting on to taste it, tell me about what makes great Taiwanese brown sugar great.
Yes. So the brown sugar is kind of the not complete granted sugar. So to compare with the normal sugar, it got the lower sweetness, and but it keeps more nutrition, such as a vitamin or mineral. And when you taste it, if it's with the normal sugar, you'll feel sour taste. You'll feel two sides of your tongue. You'll feel sour taste very easily. But if it's with sour sugar, you'll only feel the smooth sweetness, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you very much.
I've not done professional sugar tasting before, so I'm fascinated. So it's carrying, if I can summarize it, because of the manual, more gentle process of bringing the sugar out of the cane. You retain a lot of the character of the cane itself. So vitamins and minerals travel with the sugar into these little moon rocks of these little sparkly bombs of flavor that bring it in. So when people use this, do they then crush it, or how do you use this in cooking?
In this kind of size, you can taste it directly, but if you want to cook or something, we also have the powder one. You can cook the dish with the powder or the syrup. Yes,
because
as you like.
Is very like there's been a real revolution in this country in salts. As in, people have taken, say, don't look for the table salt. That's almost too pure. Look for the salt that's being drawn off the sea, being drawn out of the rock, being drawn out of brine. That brings a lot more character and flavor. And this seems to be very similar to what you're saying here. This sugar is so much more than sugar.
Yes.
Okay, so I've got the brown sugar molasses.
Molasses.
Wow, look at that. It's like.
I also got the cheesecake here. I made this, and I mixed the brown sugar molasses with the cream cheese. And there, if you add some molasses on top, you can make it more sexier, isn't it?
I do like a sexy dessert. That's certainly true. I'm tasting it here. The smoothness of this is unbelievable. It's so natural, so calm. It's really, it doesn't feel, sugar can be quite aggressive, quite assertive, and this is so, I don't know.
Thank you so much.
But it's carrying flavor as well. So these are your two major products. Your journey today is trying to establish relationships with importers, wholesalers, distributors, to draw this product into the UK market as a premium ingredient for chefs. I'm imagining this would be a really good chef product, but for specialist home cooks. And there's huge interest in the UK at the moment in baking, and this is a strong bakery product. So shops and I think that would be interested in or have a strong baking section would be interested as a specialist sugar. That sort of sums it up. Is that about right?
Yes.
Good. I'm glad. Good point. Point for Charlie for listening. The you've got some savory. I think you had it on a bit of meat there. Do you want to show us your brown sugar used there?
Okay, let me show you again. Because we want to express Taiwanese style by the brown sugar, so I'm gonna show you the traditional dish of Taiwan. 卤肉饭 is the braised pork on the rice. The braised pork, I braise this pork with the soybean sauce and the brown sugar. Let me put that on the rice. Yummy. To Taiwanese. And it's salted dish. And then you haven't seen this. The afternoon tea set. We got this is like the French delicacy called bahatani, and waffle rolls, and the brown sugar cookie, and the brown sugar puff. And the last but not least, you haven't seen it before. We made this brown sugar cake.
Okay.
It's all
wow,
made by the brown sugar.
Man. Okay, hold it steady.
Like
your internet is breaking up a bit, so be slow so that we can take a good look at that. And that's a brown sugar cake. So we're really understanding now that this brown sugar, the quality sugar, is essential. It is integral into Taiwanese cuisine in a general way, and that it is the go-to product for quality if you're as a sweetener here.
Yes, and also the beverage.
Can you just hold up a piece of that meat? We didn't really see that properly. I didn't see that properly. Can you do that again? I think we've got a bit of a bad line.
You mean the meat?
Yeah. Okay, we're losing that a bit, but it is amazing. It is amazing. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. So I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I'm a huge fan of what you might think of as these underrated important ingredients that people talk about the meat and they talk about the recipes of baking and all that, but people often make assumptions that one sugar is pretty much like another, and you are here to tell them no, one sugar is not like another. Taiwanese brown sugar is the best in the world, and they have to come to you.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's fantastic. I really hope we get some interest for you that you can see so people can really bond with it. It's been great talking to you. Evelyn or Jilly, do you have any questions?
I was actually just going to ask eBay. I think you said at the beginning they were 250-gram packs. I was just wondering, there probably will be lots of delis and farm shops who have their own kitchens, you know, who produce cakes and things. Would you have it in a catering size?
Like we have the business use size. It is with
Right.
1.5. It's only for business use.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
That's brilliant.
I can strongly see that chefs would want access to this in that format. So that Evelyn, have you got anything to add? Otherwise, we will.
Actually, I do. So I'm curious, how did you get into this business? Is your own brand, or is there any brand story you can share?
I think actually the business I invited to this business by my best friend, and the founder of our company, Mr. Gao, has a strong connection between he and his grandmother, because this is our founder, Mr. Gao. He raised up by his grandparents, and when he was a little child, when he felt sad, unfair, his grandmother always give him a cup of brown sugar water to comfort him. So the brown sugar also means the love from grandmother. So I also raised up by my grandparents. I love them very much. So I think it's the conception of family love attract me, make me wanna express our Taiwanese culture and Taiwanese passion, Taiwanese love, not only in Taiwan but to the whole world.
I'm so glad you asked that question, Evelyn. That is a lovely answer, eBay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So it's not just about quality. Brown sugar is about love, man. It's about love. It's been brilliant talking to you. Thank you so much, eBay. I hope we get lots of interest for you, and have a wonderful afternoon, and let's have some more brown sugar love.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye bye.